Alright, I wanted to make a video that will hopefully share some useful information with you to help you help teachers update their web pages this year. And I think there were a few things that we talked about in our session the other afternoon that I want to go over here in this format so that you can have it to look back on and review at your convenience. The first was going to be creating a correct kind of landing space for an embed code from Piktochart. And the other was how to get that embed code and put it on that landing space. And the last one that we talked about was teachers creating a Google site to use if they preferred that to Piktochart, and then how to replace the home page link with a link to a Google site. So let's start at the beginning, which is going to be signing in to be able to get to the Schoolwires edit page. And you do that by going to your particular school and or your teacher homepage and clicking sign in. And when you do the sign in option, Schoolwires is going to put this Site Manager button right up here at the top of your browser. And when you click on Site Manager, it will take you to the list of websites that you are managing or responsible for creating and maintaining. Now, I've got a lengthy list here. Your teachers will not have as complicated a list of sites that they are going to be responsible for updating. But the process is going to be the same for everyone with regards to creating the right kind of landing page for an embeddable Piktochart. And to get that, what I'm going to do is click on New Page. And the new page has to be titled. A teacher who's replacing their home page will typically name it Home Page. I am going to create this with a title Test Page so that I can find it easily and remove it from the curriculum and instruction pages after I'm done with this demonstration. And then the right kind of page to create is going to be down here under Flex Page Default. And if you select Flex Page Default, you won't get any kind of confirmation or anything. The checkbox isn't going to check. You just have to make sure it's selected and it's been named, and then you can say Save and Continue. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on the Flex Editor app to see what it looks like in the actual editor. So this is what you see is what you get editor generally, which is to say that basically what you type in this box is what's going to appear on your teacher homepage. But we don't really want to just embed the Piktochart code here. We're actually going to embed that Piktochart code using these brackets that take us to source code, and we'll open up this window for us to put that Piktochart embed code on. So let's go over to Piktochart, and I can show you where we're going to get that embed code. So I've got Piktochart up on this tab, and I'm going to choose to log in, and I'm going to log in with Google, and I'm going to use my district credential here. And it's going to show me the Piktocharts that I've got created. And a teacher is going to want to pick the one that they've chosen to use for their home page. They're going to use the Edit option to open that Piktochart up. And then from this page, they're going to use the Share button up here in the upper right-hand corner, and they're going to click on Share. And they're going to want to make sure that they have made this link public, that switch is thrown into the public position. And then they're going to come down here and they're going to click on View Code. So when they click on View Code, there's two codes that we have to choose from. We're going to choose the bottom one. And all we have to do is click Copy Code. It'll tell us that we've copied that code successfully. And now we're ready to hop back over to our edited page for the district, where we've got the source code window open. And all I've got to do is right-click in that box and say Paste. And it will paste that Piktochart code, embed code, that we've just taken. I'm going to confirm and say OK. And now I can see that Piktochart is now live in my web page. Now teachers should make sure that they say Save, and then they go to view their website to make sure it looks the way that they intend for it to. Now for me, I'm going to see that test page down here at the very bottom. And when I click on that page, it should show me that Piktochart. There you go. It's all working fine. And so this is the experience that teachers should have. If they've gotten the embed code from Piktochart and put it into that source code box and saved everything, it should look just fine to them. Now I am going to immediately, before I forget, I'm going to go back home. I'm going to go take a look at my managed pages, and I'm going to come down here to that test page, and I'm going to go ahead and remove it so that it is not out there on the curriculum and instruction page any longer than necessary, just long enough for our demonstration. Now the next thing I wanted to show was taking a link from Google Sites and how to replace their standard teacher homepage with a Google site. It is not much more complicated. They will go to sites.google.com. They will take a look at the sites that they've got created, right? I'm going to select one of the sites, just a writing portfolio I created for another campus as a sample. But they will pick the website that they've created that they want to use for their teacher homepage, and then they will use this paperclip, the Copy Published Site Link option. And they will get it here. It's the published site link. They're just going to have to click on Copy Link. And then they're going to go back to the pages that they edit, and this time they're going to be able to choose from the Actions button next to their home page a Page Options. And Page Options will bring them to this dialog box, and right here is where they are going to want to click and actually right-click and paste in that link. Now, I can't actually do that because that would redirect the entire curriculum and instructions homepage to that Google site that I was just using for test purposes. But a teacher who does this with their teacher homepage will then be telling Site Manager to redirect people to that Google site that they created instead of showing them the basic teacher homepage. And I think that's probably what most teachers are going to be interested in doing if they're not using a Piktochart, is to create a simple Google site and then send this pointer to their Google site. I hope that was straightforward enough and useful information to you. Do feel free to reach out to me via email or by using the Book Now button at the bottom of this email and taking a look at my schedule and picking an appointment so that I can come over and help anybody who has any lingering difficulties. As I said, I hope this was useful information, and have a great afternoon.